Okay, we're back, people. Okay, in this episode, we're going to be working on a song that one of my students is looking to perfect. So we're going to crack it open. We're going to see where it's at. We're going to kind of transcribe as we go. So the the first thing I did is I was able to download the song. It's from this band called Among Your Gods, and it's a metal band. uh, and the song is called Frozen Heart. So I was able to download it off their website, which is pretty nice, for free, um, which is I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, right on. When I opened it up in my program here, so if you look underneath, this is the program I use to kind of dissect songs, and I mean, this is what's called the loudness wars. If you take a look from this point forward, it is just wow, like that. And just for comparison, I want to pull up a song like, I don't know, Hotel California or something. So right here is Hotel California. And you're going to notice we have lots of hills and valleys. And this is a phenomenon from the late 2000s. It was called the loudness wars. And so if you guys are curious about what that's all about, just type it in and you'll start to see these almost looks like blades of grass. Instead of it being blades of grass, it becomes just one giant hedge, which that's the case for this particular song. It's neither good or bad. I'm just kind of commenting what I saw. So when I opened it up earlier, I was like expecting to see something more along the lines of this, and then what I saw instead was whoa. Okay. So anyway, back to putting it off camera, essentially. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna also link this up in my Discord because if my student is online right now, he can check it out. So where is how do I do this? I don't know how to do this. Share. Ah, okay. Copy the link. Alrighty. And I will tag him in Discord. So we'll open up Discord and go to Berta, and we'll go transcriptions, and I will at Mike. I just realized that I have to change my logo. I'm not doing console stuff anymore. So, bye-bye console, and maybe transcription. Oh, well, keep that there. So transcription. There we go. Okay, we're back. And then do we have desktop audio? Yes. Yeah, okay, we're back. Little technical difficulty there. All right, so let's get to it. Now this is in some crazy like drop tune thing, and I've already kind of started working at it. So this is Frozen Heart, and the band name I come to realize is all caps, Among Your Gods, like that. I also discovered that it's a 7-string song tuned down 2 whole steps. So what that means for normal guitars is this is an E. What you're going to do is you're going to take every single string and you're going to tune it down essentially 4 frets. That's 1 step is considered 2 frets, 2 semitones. So an E would then become C sharp. So you take E and you tune it all the way down to C sharp. So you do that for every single string. You tune it down 4 half steps. And my secret is I just take the note that it is. So if this is your A string, so I play an A, and I just go back 4 frets. So I'd have to tune this down to an F sharp. So on and so forth. So really low tuning. We're not going to bother with that though for this particular thing because we're just transcribing it for now. That's the first step. And yeah. So another thing is my student has a lot of resources. So he actually has a MuseScore file that we're going to reference, but we're not going to rely on. So there it is. This is the MuseScore file that he provided for me. And I think he got it from the band itself or the guitarist himself or herself. And yeah, so we'll use that. But I already have kind of a bone to pick with this particular thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only 6 strings. So I do realize that does take some work to build it. And I should have been recording when I set this up because knowing how to change your tab and your tuning of your strings is a little tricky. But yeah, so we'll clean that up. What else? Oh, and he also has a PDF file right there. So we'll use this. That's the solo itself. So we'll use that to kind of help us. And if I'm not mistaken, there's also a playthrough video too. So we have a lot of resources to use. So here we go. I think he just linked it to me. Yeah, so let's try that out. See what we got here. Yeah, so this is the video I took a peek at. So this is great because we'll be able to take a peek at what he's physically doing. So we don't actually just have to rely solely on our ears. Yeah. Okay, so we'll use that supplementary to the main process, which is going to be sitting there and hitting it with our ears. Okay, so we have the intro. So if we reference back to the song itself, the wall of stuff. So it depends on how you're feeling this song. We'll wait till the main song part starts going. I want to see what the drums do. Because right now, if we groom ourselves to the kick and snare, we're at a pretty slow tempo. So we'll see what happens when the full band comes in. So still a halftime feel. So right around here, I think, is the main idea, main drum beat. So that's going to be the tempo in which I consider the song being. Let's reference what they have as our resources. So we had, it's saying 70 BPM, which, yeah, that makes sense for that particular area. But then after that, oh, you got 30-second notes. Yeah, I don't know if that's a really smart way to feel the music, quote unquote. So we're probably gonna do two things here. We're gonna start it off in this slower tempo, and then we're gonna do a tempo change, which I normally don't do. Normally I set the tempo and that's that. So I'd be setting the tempo normally to this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is that? Let's go to the tempo finder. All8.com. We tap along. Now this is a halftime feel, but we're just going to keep playing it as if it was regular feeling. So we're looking at 136 when it's the main song. So I'm just going to put that on the side here. So tempo 136. And for the mathematicians with us, if I put 136 and divide it by 2, that should be the tempo of the beginning. So we'll see if that's true. Or this halftime field. Look at that. 68 on the button. So it's all relative. We're just timing 2, dividing by 2. So this beginning is definitely in a 68 BPM. And the last part, the second part, when it kind of kicks into gear, it's at 136, which is just twice as fast. But they're just subdividing. It's all relative. I keep saying that. So we're going to switch this to 68. Now, this is this is super nitpicky, but according to the transcription that was given to me, it says 70. So, interesting. But that's why, people, it's really important to sit there and do everything yourself, because the internet is almost always partially wrong. Okay, so song starts at 68 BPM. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna listen for chord changes. We got chord, 4, chord, 2, 3, 4, chord, and then chord, chord. So I'm going to put a little marker there. Okay, and then the song kicks into gear. So I'm going to do one guitar that's actually tabbed out, and I'm going to do a second guitar that is just the chords. And I'm going to do a basic drum transcription too, just so that we can see what's happening with the drums as well. And while we're at it, I'll put bass as well. So we're gonna do, I wish I could just copy this. Okay, but earlier I said putting 7-string guitars on MuseScore is kind of difficult, but I think we'll get a chance to see how I did that in a second. So strings plucked, 5-string bass, electric guitar, no tab, move that up, and then we're gonna do drum set as well. And again, I'm not going to get crazy into all the specific fills and all that stuff, but it's going to be there just so that we can kind of see everything all at once. With that being said, I'm going to switch to continuous view so I'm not getting kind of thwacked by so much stuff. Okay, so changing the strings here. So I'm going to touch electric guitar here, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go staff/part properties under instrument. So from here, I'm going to switch the usable pitch to the lowest available pitch that's according to this, and that is a super low G, which is here if I'm not mistaken. Right, because normally it's a B and then they dropped it 2 steps. G0, people, G0. So we're also going to switch that over here. I have these changes, and now I hit apply, boom, and so now I can get the super low G right there, which would be there. Huh. Let's see what's happening here. Ah, okay, we got to switch that to a low G as well. And the tab here is a little incorrect too. So I know I've set it up to have 7. Let's see. Yeah, 7-string tab, okay. String data. Yeah, that should work. Oh, it needs to be, there we go. Is that right? That's so low. That can't be right, can it? I think it's that. Okay, so I'm mistaken. It's not that low of a G. It's it's G1. The bass is gonna be that. So this is G0. There we go. G0, apply, bing. The tab needs to change a little bit. So G1, G1, and G1. Good, good. Apply, done, wing, bum, boom, done. There. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit more realistic. There we go. So, yep. Okay. So we got our chord, our stuff in order. So now let's figure out what chords it is. Now the computer here is going to also reveal some of that to us. So it's saying F minor 7 to E flat major 7. So let's see if that's true. Yep, I agree with that. So it is F minor. Oh, that is so low. F, and that is lower than what's available on this. Let's make sure we got everything. So edit string. There we go. So technically, that's all the stuff I'd have to do there, but I'm just gonna do that. Yep, F for a while, and then E flat for a while. Oh, I gotta figure out what key we're in. So the hint is F minor, so that's probably the 6. That's probably 5. So in the key of A flat. Key of A flat, which I think is 4. Yeah, there we go. Boom. And then we don't have to worry about little accidentals and whatever. Okay. Yeah. And I believe it's just going to go back and forth between those two chords for a long time. Now that bass is locking into the kick drum. But again, we're not trying to get that all squared away. So that's an important detail that I'm going to include. So we're going to call that most likely C sharp, or rather D flat is the right. D flat to E. Yep, and that's your typical blum 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 blum. Okay, let's kind of get the drum pattern. So we got 8 notes on the open hi-hat. So we're gonna, right there's open hi-hat. So click, 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 click. And I'll just put this all throughout. We got your typical backbeat on the 2 and 4. 4. Yep. 1, there's 2. So we hold shift and hit A because A is your snare drum. Yep, so that's the main idea there. And I believe it starts with a kick. Yep. So on beat 1, we got a kick. Boom. And after this, the first backbeat. Okay, I think that's a 16 note. So that's the of 2. Ah, yeah. Yep. I believe that's the and. Well, that might be... Yeah, that's the upbeat. So we got and right there. And then we have, I like that rhythm right there. And that lands with an upbeat, putting you right in there. So let's see if that replicates itself. Yeah, there's some extra symbols and things like that. And there's kind of a fill right there. I'm not going to worry about that. The main idea is this beat. And then once we get here, it's pretty typical 16th note, just like that. And oftentimes the drummer doesn't play the kick during those kinds of ideas. So he has a higher tom, and it's almost always coupled with the snare. Like that. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of extra fun by syncopating the bass to the drum beat. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, so I'm just going to copy exactly what's there. Dum. So that is double dot. Now, a lot of times the snare drum kind of acts as like a music cleanser, so usually people cut after that. Let's hear. Nope, not for this particular song. Yep, and then just copy that motif there and repeat. No, so... Yep. Okay, so that's what the people that we're not paying attention to are doing, more or less. So I like to make sure I have that context, because that context is kind of important. Whoa, did we already blast through 20 minutes? Wow. Okay. I got a guitar lesson that I got to get ready for here pretty soon. That went by really quick. That's life, though. Time flies when you're having fun, or if you're absorbed, I think. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the song. So we have a video to go with. So I'm going to see if this tab reflects that, and if so, we're going to rely kind of heavily on that. Okay, where is that video? Right, okay, right there. Okay, so let's see what we got here. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think more or less that is correct. I should have been watching him as I was looking at it, so let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Gosh, it's been so long since I've relied on tabs. Yeah, that seems about right. All the intonation issues. Okay, so that is the start. So I can pretty much just copy paste this because it seems pretty accurate. But let's make sure I can play it. And this is gonna be wild. I'm gonna do it in a different tuning, and I'm actually just gonna listen to the original. What is that? Yeah, there's... Okay, cool. Yeah, so it can be done. Right. So I'm just gonna copy paste what's here. That seems pretty accurate. And yeah, so we didn't get very far. We just mapped out the beginning. So I guess what we can do to kind of salvage this is map out the entire song and kind of put flag markers where the tempo changes or the feel changes. So that's what we're going to do for the remainder of the lesson, is kind of, not lesson, I should say, transcription video. Is just listen to it and see where we can put little markers. So kind of just follow along. Okay, so right there is the end of that, and then we have a feel change. So we're going to put that right there. So just double time. Back to the half piece. Okay. Let's put a little marker there. So 68 BPM. And I'm gonna hit insert on my keyboard, computer keyboard, and just so that I can get all these extra measures so I'm not confusing myself. Gotta get the count slower now. 2, 3, 4. Nice, I like that. This song went someplace totally different. So still, it's halftime deal. Now we did double time. Halftime deal. So after I map this, we will call it a day. We'll call it a day for this particular transcription session. I got ready for my lesson at 2:30, and then after that, I'm gonna do some recording. So I just decided to start doing live transcriptions because this is what I already do, and so now I just hit record. Two, three, four, cut. Okay, that's the end of the song. So we're looking at that much length of music. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so we'll continue next time. All right. So now we got the jingle. Okay, so see you next time.